What's up? I know it's been a while, but for some of you this will be the first video that you're seeing since you've joined the channel, and so I wanted to get on here really quickly to give a quick what's up to the 150 plus subscribers that have joined the channel since the last upload, which was about 3 months ago. So yeah, I just wanted to let you know that I'm still doing it. I'm still working hard on this channel. It's taken some time, but I've been jamming super hard on my end, just making sure that I have the foundation that it takes to support these videos, because YouTube is not a cheap thing to do. So yeah, that's kind of where my time is going and where, you know, I've been. So that kind of explains the inactivity, but I'm stoked to have you. Thanks for giving the channel a shot. I'm really looking forward to being more active on here and contributing more often on a more consistent basis. I think we're there now, but it's taken a little while to get here. So again, thanks for your patience. Thanks for sticking it out with me. With that said, let's get into today's video. Okay, so just got home and the car started smoking pretty gnarly. Ton of smoke inside the cabin. There's a little bit of fluid there on the pulley. What's up? Welcome back to a new video. I know it's been a couple of weeks since the last upload, but I've been keeping really busy in the background with a couple of projects that I'm excited to share with you going forward. But today we're just going to jump right in. What we're doing today is we're tackling a pretty big fix on the S, one that we ran into a little while ago, but I just haven't really been ready or had the cash to fix just yet. But what we're doing is we're replacing, you know, a couple of seized parts in the engine bay that we ran into a while ago. So we're actually down at Jovenal Autoworks in San Diego. It's been a really long time that I've been looking for a shop like this, and there's finally one in San Diego that I can trust. You know, a ton of good shops in LA, but sometimes you just can't make the 2-hour drive from San Diego. So today we're here getting our problems fixed. We made it down to Jovenal. Thank you again, man, for organizing. So, you know, if you want to like shed some more light on maybe what exactly happened.
Yeah, so let me come around. So there's two ways a compressor can fail. It could either fail on the bearing, even if the AC compressor is seized up. The pulley should be able to spin free. Now, if the compressor is seized up, that center, I don't know if you can see it, you will have a better view when I actually remove this intake box. Okay. And this one's actually a weird situation because the pulley is seized and the center is seized. So I've never seen that before.
Oh really? Oh, so it's seized up on both
and the actual AC compressor. Okay,
so it's done.
It's done.
Like
yeah.
That thing didn't owe me anything.
Yeah. It's done. All right. Considering that you said that you were out driving and then the belt seized up, right? And how both these are seized, I'm guessing what happened was the AC compressor seized up, it got really hot, and then the heat transferred to the bearing on the pulley and it melted the bearing, and now both of these are seized. So now I'm referring to my database, which has all the factory service manuals. Let me get the license plate number. Do you remember your license plate number?
Hell no, dude. I don't know it. Do you? You know yours?
I don't know.
That's hilarious. I've never been asked that.
Alright, so it's instructing us to remove the AC compressor from the top, and it's saying to remove the alternator. So I'll actually put the car on a lift and just verify that it can't go out that way. Should be able to remove the AC compressor
from the bottom side
without having to remove the alternator, and that looks like it'll be less work. So we'll go ahead and take it out from the bottom. And if that doesn't work out, we'll take out the alternator like the service manual says. The difference with my shop, I guess why a lot of customers like going to me is some of them, they like to watch. I'm like, that's fine, you can come watch. I know what I'm doing, and I like to actually like teach them so they can see, like, if anything, I want them to see like the behind the scenes of the stuff I'm actually doing so they can understand why I charge.
True that.
Some people think that for us mechanics is just, oh, he just took it out, put it in. It's not that. Or at least in my shop, we take it out, we clean it. True. We have to make sure everything's torqued to spec. It's not that easy.
Nah. In the meantime, I'm gonna take a quick tour of the underside of my car, which is just crazy to see again because I never get to see it from this angle unless I'm like on my back in my driveway. But it's super weird. I mean, you know, being able to walk under your car.
hear that? That's the vacuum. That's that sound I was telling you about. This and make it like a, because it's in a vacuum. It's better than being pressured and it blows up. Just like that.
Whoa. So this is an aftermarket unit, but you said that the OE doesn't produce these anymore. Is that right?
You can't buy them from Keihin direct.
Oh,
when I say
gotcha.
OE is Keihin. Right. You can get it from Honda, but the one from Honda doesn't come with the coil, pulley, and the clutch plate set. This is seized up. So you would need to buy the compressor from Honda, which is over $1,000. The coil set, pulley set, which is over like $700-800.
Wow.
So that would have been just like $2,000 just for the just for the compressor itself.
Gnarly. Oh whoa.
Make sure the pulley, the amount of grooves is the same. So that's simple things like that can save you time.
Gotcha. So are these just plugs here?
Yeah, these are plugs because right now it's in a vacuum. This compressor is pre-charged with 3 ounces of oil. That's good. If I didn't have this tag, what I would actually have to do is get a measuring cup and pour out all the oil that's in there. Okay, so now there's a total of 4 ounces in the system. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rotate the pulley so that, well not pulley, the clutch so that it can work the oil in. Usually engines spin clockwise, but you can't be a smart ass and think every engine's like that because B series and D series spin counterclockwise. Oh. Spinning this is actually gonna spin the compressor. And that's how you hear it pumping right there.
Oh, it's making, ooh, she's making noises.
Yeah. Put my arm here a little too much and break a radiator. Now I'm liable for that radiator. And even if the radiator, let's say it was like 20 years old,
on the way out,
the verge,
I
still gotta pay for it.
Damn.
That's what sucks about.
Yeah. You know. Well, you better not get tired then. So one of the cool things that makes Jovenal Shop really special is the fact that it's like really largely supported by enthusiast cars. So there's a 370Z, obviously there's my S, and I think I got a clip of this earlier, but this is actually a K-swapped Civic. So this is like an EK9 chassis or an EK chassis. I think EK9 is a hatchback. And this all took place in the Jovenal Shop, which is gnarly because there's almost no work that he won't accept, meaning, you know, they take just about everything, you know, from, you know, classic like Honda chassis to, you know, modern Tacomas. Like I've been here where there's been like an Audi SUV, you know, in here, which is crazy because I think these are all German shops, and so it was in here, not there, right?
It's basically a filter, has a desiccant filter in here. Basically it removes all debris and moisture from the system. So the radiator has to get tilted. That worked out perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
This is basically a radiator, but for refrigerant.
Oh, is that what that is? The box?
Yeah. That's
the word. Okay. Oh, so we went OE with that.
Yeah, because there was other companies that I didn't trust that make it, and I'm not putting parts I don't trust.
Word.
Questions about it.
So in case anybody's wondering, I paid full price to be here. No sponsorship, but maybe when we hit a mill, maybe we can figure something out.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, whoa. Is that what it looked like brand new?
Probably not. Maybe there was a supersession in the part number, and there was a design change maybe.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes manufacturers will change their manufacturer during the time, because this was manufactured in 07. And this is what, 2022? I'll work this one first. I never finish off with the gun. I never.
Oh yeah, never.
You can't feel the torque. You can't feel. The gun will, sure, it'll make the tick, 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 but you don't know if it's bottomed out.
Well, they asked like, what's the torque spec, and it's like 3 ugga duggas.
That's it. Lubricate that.
So we're pretty close to getting all the lines secured in the car, so what's the next step at this point?
Just connecting all the lines and putting the receiver dryer in. And once I have the receiver dryer in, I'll start putting the AC system in a vacuum as I assemble the rest of the car, which is the intake and the covers. Isn't kicking on, so I need to investigate why it's not kicking on. We have pressure, so it's not the pressure. This is connected, so it's not the sensor. Sometimes there's going to be stored codes inside the module, so we got to go ahead and clear that. That might be the issue. It's getting commanded to turn on, but for some reason the clutch isn't kicking on. So let me go investigate what's going on. So if I apply voltage, you should hear a click if the compressor is working correctly. That's the AC compressor kick on. So that's what I'm looking for. I need that to kick on. We know the AC clutch works, so now it's probably something in the car. Maybe a relay got burned up or something. Condenser fan, relay, cooling fan, MG clutch. MG stands for magnetic clutch. That's gonna be this one right here. If I jump this, it should activate the compressor. You see how it does it?
Yeah.
That means that the fuse is blown. And now that I think about it, it makes sense why the fuse would blow. It melted. Your last thing seized up. The coil might have melted and blew the fuse. Diag is fun for me. It's fun.
Easy diag sounds fun, but like hard diag doesn't sound fun.
I enjoy it because it's like a freestyle. It's like, which way do you want to start first? You want to start at the relay? But I like to work my way from the end and just work slowly. And that's where like my customers go to me because they say I'm a sharpshooter when it comes to diagnostics. So we have the AC compressor clutch here. This is the wire that we manually applied 12 volts to, and this is the electromagnet. We're gonna follow back. When I put those 2 pins, I basically imitated this switch, and it didn't do anything. So now I'm gonna run back to the fuse, and that fuse 58 is gonna be under the hood. Fuse is number 58, 20 amp. And what do you know? It's blowing.
Damn, good shot. Wonder if I got that on camera. So now we're gonna turn the car on
and see
blast the AC.
You hear that click?
Yeah, I did.
That's the AC compressor kicking on.
Oh, whoa.
See, what happened earlier when they put a lot of mechanics, when they put that kind of stuff into a car and it doesn't work, they start panicking. But really, it's always something simple. In our case, it was a fuse. You just gotta know how it works, and if you know how it works, you'll be able to easily pinpoint the issue.
A couple of days later, after getting the car back from the Jovenal shop, ice cold, man. Yeah, it's as much of a game changer as I thought it was going to be. So I know this whole video was just on replacing AC, which isn't the most exciting thing, but I was stoked to be able to film something with Jonathan, you know. I asked him about, you know, being able to do just a quick piece on Jovenal Autoworks, and he was about it, you know, and he gave me a shot to kind of show a little bit more of his process, which is honestly such a cool thing to be a part of, because the local guys and I talk about how there aren't really a lot of resources down here for enthusiasts, you know. San Diego doesn't have you know, a lot to really lean on in terms of support for, you know, heavier maintenance and, you know, even more advanced jobs like, you know, transmission rebuilds, like full engine replacements. A lot of those really popular shops are in LA and stuff. And, you know, for us, we're 2 hours removed. So it can be tough to schedule stuff like that, you know. And it's so weird because the culture down here is rich, it's thriving. I mean, there are so many enthusiasts in such a small area. It's crazy to know that we don't have shops like that that are, you know, easy to find. And so, you know, that's why I think the Jovenal shop is really, really cool. So thank you, Jonathan, for, you know, an opportunity to kind of share a little bit more about your story. So if you're in the San Diego area and you need any work done to your car, definitely consider hitting them up. I think that they deserve it, and I'm happy to support a business like that. So yeah, I'm looking forward to bringing some more work to Jonathan, you know, if it fits the budget, and you know, just soaked on the process. So thanks for checking this out. Thanks for making it this far into the video. If you did, more cool stuff coming. So I'll catch you in the next one.